Hey, John.
Hey, Pam.
We're not done yet.
No, we're not done yet. We're here and we have nothing planned. So I think this is going to be totally ad-libbed. So,
Well, I think we're better that way.
well, go.
Okay, well, what I want to talk about is this idea that you have now been squelched. It's been squelched twice.
By me?
Yes, no. I squelched it,
Oh.
and then we were discussing our video topics today at coffee hour.
Yeah, we
Very
were.
productive.
There were quite a few people down there because it was free coffee day.
And I had to tell them about John's idea for
What?
what we should do on these episodes.
What was my idea? Having a big group all together?
No, he wants. He said,
Come on now. What did I say?
he said he wanted.
Should we need to take an intermission?
I can't.
Don't wet your pants or anything. Pam needs a timeout. I don't know. I don't know why she's
Tell him.
laughing. Well, I don't know.
Space.
Huh? Speak.
Space.
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 Oh, well, you mean my proposed segment about all the different rocket ships that we've launched since the beginning of launching back in the 1960s? Yeah, I thought sometime we might want to do a little segment about just briefly commenting on the different rocket ships that the United States has launched, starting with, I guess maybe it'd be Sputnik back in 1957, and then I don't know if that had a monkey.
Well, everyone thought it was utterly and completely ridiculous.
Yeah, I think that would be one of the most boring things anyone ever did.
Yeah.
I thought we could start there and go up to the current. There's been some crazy rocket ships.
The other funny part of this is that he doesn't know about them.
No,
So-
I'd have to.
It's like he'd have to go Google it.
I'd have to Google it
And
because
then-
I
and then-
want to know about it
And
and
well,
then
then
talk about it. You
do
know?
it in your spare time.
On my own time. Well,
So funny.
I think there's people out there that would be interested to have their mind refreshed about our space travel. It just started in the
It's just that it
1960s.
shouldn't be us.
So it's only been 60 years, and we've had all these different names, Apollo and all the rest of the ones.
But yet you won't watch the Space Force on Netflix.
Space Force? I didn't know about that.
Yeah, it's a really funny show with Steve Carell.
Oh, I've never
I
heard
think
of
it
it.
only had 2 seasons because, then Trump had a real Space Force.
Oh, well, well. Anyway, I guess people thought that would be extremely boring,
Yeah.
so they didn't think I should do that.
And the thing that you have to understand is that you look at him and the way he's talking about this, and I have to ask him, are you really that serious, or are you just being that way to be funny because you're so funny?
Yeah. Well, no, I'm serious.
I don't know. I think it's one of those Alfred Hitchcock things.
Alfred Hitchcock. Wow.
Didn't they say something like,
I don't know, Pam. I don't know. I used
it's
to
not
watch.
happy hour.
I used to watch Alfred Hitchcock.
No, haven't had a drink for a couple days here, so this is all he just brings it out of me.
Well, another thing I thought
Okay.
about that same day, yesterday, I think it was, when we were talking about potential subjects, was talking about all the basic chemical elements
it
that,
only gets better.
that have been
Worse.
discovered. And when I'm saying, like, when I took chemistry at the university in 1962, there were only, I think, I think it was only 92 basic elements. Everything was supposedly composed of some combination of these basic elements. And there's a element chart that has shorthand letters representing each of those elements. But since then, I understand now and I haven't researched this, I just heard this, might be hearsay, but I think there's about 127 basic elements now, up from 92 back in 1962. So they've discovered all these new elements, and a lot of them have been created in the laboratory, whereas before the 92
And see, to me, why would they do that? If they're making up elements just to have more elements?
Well, we would have to research why they're doing that. They knew that those elements were out there, and I don't understand it either. That would be part of the research and then the talk.
Well, I did tell him that he could have his own channel and talk about this. I also told him that if he was a college professor and he went in and talked about this stuff in that monotone voice of his, everybody would just get up and walk out, perhaps. Perhaps not, though.
Oh.
I don't mean to be cruel, but it was really funny.
Okay. Well, I guess that won't work.
Well, I mean, people can vote. If you want, he could have a few minutes every time to give us facts.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Well,
So every video, somewhere in there, you'll give us a space fact.
yeah,
okay?
I could do some kind of science fact.
I like
that
that.
would be short, like saying in 1962,
Blah, blah,
chemists
blah.
around the world had discovered a total of 92 basic
You've now said that 4 times in this video.
Okay.
Oh, go
Well,
ahead.
I'm just explaining it. And I
Okay.
could say now, since then, in the 65 years since then, we're up to around 127 basic elements, but most of the latter ones have been discovered and created in the lab, one way or another. So, isn't that interesting? And
I'd be more interested in knowing maybe what one of those, one element, what its numbers, like iron is Fe, but
yeah, I could say
what
that.
makes iron an element?
Well, and they all.
But don't answer that question.
Well, they're atoms, and they're made up of electrons, neutrons.
So we could be an element.
Well, you're made up of elements.
Hmm.
You got carbon. You got a lot of carbon in you.
Oh,
Okay. Well, so those are probably no-goes, unless it's just
well, no,
a short.
I think a little blurb,
Okay, sure.
you could put some in, but they have to be facts. And if you ever
Yeah.
say that 92 and 120,
Well, I'll double check
ever,
on that.
No, oh, please.
I won't say it
Oh,
without,
yeah.
without knowing that.
And maybe talk about one element for 1 minute.
Okay, I could say what's the most plentiful element in the, I don't think I can say universe, but I could probably say solar system.
You could say the metaverse.
Oh, wait, no.
Okay.
And I believe oxygen, I think, is a basic element.
Well, we're a lot, aren't we? Well, it's part of
And
water.
hydrogen, I think, is a basic. So, and then, of course, a molecule is
Oh, no,
composed of atoms, like H2O is H2O.
Yes,
That's water. It's
I
one.
knew that.
It's one hydrogen. This is basic. Kids probably
two
learn this in
oxygen.
5th or 6th grade. I didn't learn it till college, but I think now they know it real early. And so it's H2O, and that's water. So okay, that's but there might be a lot of people who never took a chemistry class.
Okay, and that's why from now on we'll have either one astronomy piece, and I don't know if space travel is the same as astronomy. I don't think they are, but you could have one space-related thing and one
And I don't know a lot about
physics or chemistry-related thing. Each. So you better get working on.
Well, as I said in a previous episode of our talks here, I was in college for, I believe it was 23 years. Yeah, I went to college for 23 years. Full-time for the first 3, and then part-time for the next 20. And I took a lot of courses, all
And he knows
sort
a
of
lot
courses.
about a lot of things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so no, I don't know a lot about a lot of things. I know a little bit about a lot of things.
Okay.
And that's why I only had 2 chemistry courses, and they were back in the 60s. And same with biology. And then I had to switch out of science because I failed calculus, and I couldn't get through calculus. So if you're going to be a scientist, you have to be able to do calculus.
Yeah.
So. But I'm just an armchair interested person.
Curmudgeon.
Okay, in science. And I'm not interested in literature and poetry, and I majored in all those.
Yeah, you're
along the
interested
way.
in all that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I know a little bit
Theater.
about a lot of things. Yeah,
Art.
I even acted in a play once, and
He'd
don't-
be right.
I've
I have
written,
no doubt.
I've tried to write poetry and found out that that's a lot more difficult than you would think. And same with country western songs. You think those are, some people think those are stupid and easy, and you know, they're not that easy to write.
Jack is very hungry. He's barking down
Yeah,
here.
Jack is getting bored and hungry.
Mhm.
Well, okay. I guess that's it for now. This is just, we're throwing stuff back and forth. And for future talks, or not, or for never talking about again.
No, you're committed now.
Okay. But it wouldn't be a whole broadcast.
No, it'd be like-
maybe 30 seconds or something.
You could get up to 60 seconds.
Okay, 60
Okay.
seconds. Just to get your minds, there might be people out here that listen to us who might be like me and are just curious about a lot of things, and maybe they know even less than I do about chemistry and physics and that sort of thing.
That's true.
And this would make them a little bit more curious, and maybe they would go off on their own and read some books or watch some TV program.
And I'll make myself I'll be vulnerable here. I graduated from college with summa cum laude. I have a master's degree, but I have to work really hard to remember how the earth moves around the sun and which one is doing what when.
Yeah, I mean, there's,
So,
you have to remember, keyword is,
oh yeah, evolution, revolution.
I forgot, the spinning, that's the revolving. You know, the earth spins. No, that's not the revolving.
Next time, revolve.
Yeah, well, we're going to talk about the spinning of the earth and then the revolving of the earth around the sun.
You can be
But
the
it
sun.
spins as it. Yeah, we could demonstrate.
In
We need more
60
people.
seconds. Bye bye.
Okay.